Hello, welcome back to God Lives Within. Friday, December 15th, 2023. It's just a inspirational message. As I sit before I go into work, I'm watching two school buses arrive at a playground full of kids, young kids that are full of life, full of love, full of inspiration, full of unity and happiness. It just takes me back to my childhood. It takes me back to the earlier years of my spiritual awakening. And it reminds me of where the earth is headed, back to a place of innocence, back to a place of unconditional love, away from the programs, the manipulation, and the illusions of the Matrix. It gives me hope for a brighter future than the current hell we live in. They're all running around, playing, talking with each other, loving each other. All different colors, all different shapes, all different souls, but sharing the togetherness of one soul, of a higher divine spirit inside of them. Sorry, I have a bee around me. So this is a quick little message. I'm on the end of my very difficult period of my life. A very difficult year, 2023. While it brought in a lot of clarity of what was happening in the background, behind the scenes, to me, which I've discussed in all my previous videos. The Satanists, the witches that are, the warlocks that are trying to destroy me, that I don't even know. That I don't have any ill intent towards, but yet they're trying to kill me. This is the current world, the state of the world that we live in. But not for long, because the end is very near. I can feel it in my frequency. I no longer have these energies coming into my aura due to and thanks to God. I've called on God to fight my battle for me. I surrendered to God 7 years ago when I started this spiritual path. And I'm here to tell you that God stepped in against these Satanists and sent the energy that they were sending me back to them to deal with. Now at this point, the Satanists realize this. and they are they are splitting apart. They're fighting amongst each other. They are withdrawing their forces from me as they see me continue to speak and live in my purpose. They know and they understand their magic isn't working anymore. They know and they understand I am what my birth chart says I am. I am gold is my name. 23 I am gold, 79 alchemical symbol for gold. It's not something I had any idea about. Until recently, until I awakened. But it just is who I am, as God destined me to be, as my contract was before I entered Earth. These demons have wreaked havoc on me. It got me to the point of homelessness, of despair, to the point of suicide. And these are beings and energies that I've never seen, I've never dealt with, and I don't even know who they are. For obvious reasons, I wouldn't be around them anyway. I'd be able to read with my clairvoyance exactly who they are. They wouldn't be able to fool me if they were face to face with me, so they have to do it in secret, behind the scenes, in their churches, in their rituals, in their magic. It's the only way it would have worked out. If I didn't know what was going on. And thanks to God, He illuminated it. He made it very clear what these beings were doing and how they were trying to destroy me. Now, like I said, this past year has been very tough. When you don't have anybody around you can talk to, or that believes what you tell them, and you're going through death magic, it is not an easy place to be. It's not an easy situation to be in, but we have made it through. Me, with the help of God, with the help of my brother. Thank you, my brother. You know I love you more than anything. And thank you, God, for protecting me. And angels, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Metatron, and all the rest, all the ancestors and spirit guides who have helped along the way. Those of you in the physical plane will be lifted up, even those of you in the spiritual plane, those of you angels. You will be elevated to your true standing on this earth when the exposure happens. All that was done in the dark will be revealed. We're in the period of revelations, and this is what it means to reveal all. Nothing can last in the dark anymore in the age of Aquarius. So I am soon to take on a name change, change my last name back to what it was in the beginning. I was adopted when I was a young boy and didn't know what was going on by a stepfather who now disowned me, who now treats me cold and bitter and like I'm a third-rate stepchild. Due to my past, before I knew the magic that was happening to me, when I was stuck in addiction and didn't know why, when I cried myself to sleep at night wanting to quit, and would wake up and go use again because of the magic being sent my way. It took a spiritual awakening to change this. Without me turning to God, without me aligning myself with God and doing the things that it takes, I would be dead right now. Because that was the intent of these energies and these beings that were coming against me. So today's video is about the children that I see playing over here. A lot of them probably don't have a lot. Their families probably are struggling, dealing with the inflation, dealing with a broken economy. But yet, they're playing unaffected, happy, full of joy, full of love, running around, talking to each other, running all over the playground. It looks, I want to go over there and play with them, honestly. But yeah, as I sit here and look, I see a lot of brown kids who have been stepped on their whole lives. Their families have been stepped on for generations. And that is all about to change. There will be no more suffering when I'm done. There'll be no more underprivileged, disadvantaged. And hurt children. But like I said, this reminds me of why my spiritual awakening started. A whole lot of suffering led me to do a deep search for what was really going on this earth and in the world, Satan's world. And I was led right to the answer. The Satanists are trying to keep you away from God, disconnected from God, and unable to connect to your true divinity and your true spiritual gifts because they are greedy, because they are jealous, because they are envious. So on this day, where I received a message first thing this morning from my mom telling me that my dad doesn't need help this coming Monday taking care of my brother's dog, who was the only reason I wanted to go back home this week, is to see the dog that I help raise, that I help take care of on a daily basis, on an hourly basis, because I love this dog. But I received a message saying my dad doesn't need help taking care of the dog, meaning he doesn't want you to come around. You know, it's just another stab in the heart that has happened for 44 years. Even when he was being a provider, even when he was in my life, he always made me feel not good enough. He always made me feel cold inside, negative, due to his energy, due to his reliance on the Matrix and their principles. We're talking about a being that has no spiritual awareness. He lives his life worried about money every single day. He chooses, and by the way, he has plenty of money. I'm not saying he's rich, but I'm saying he has plenty of money. Sees me struggling and chooses bitterness and chooses to dwell on the past and see me as a criminal instead of as a son. And so I sent a message back to my mom because she said, "I'll see you on Christmas." And I said, "Maybe you will, maybe you won't. I love you." Back to her. Meaning you've chose your side. She is forgiven, but she what's the word? Submits. That's not really the word I'm looking for, but she submits to his will every time. And so, if I do go home for Christmas this year, this will be the last. I'm letting you know that now, Mom and Dad, whenever you see this message, because I'm not going to tell you again. I know my mom will be going through these videos when everything comes out. There is no doubt about that. So I'm letting you know exactly why I'm not coming home probably ever again. Because I'm about to take a new path. My blessings are coming in. And I will no longer subject myself to negative, evil energy. You can't see it, but I've been dealing with it for 44 years. Well, actually, let's say 36 years. A little bit after the time I was adopted. So, Mom, I appreciate what you've done for me, always caring for me, and loving me through the storm. But I will not be a part of that family anymore. I'm changing my name. I'm moving on with the twin flame soulmate. And if you want to see me, if you want to spend time with me, from now on it'll be on my terms, not y'all's. Never again. This will be the last Christmas if I even go home that you see me. And as much as that is not what I want, that's the reality of this situation. And when the markets collapse and when the dollar falls, are you still going to be able to blame me? Are you ever going to look at yourself and what you've done to me? Knowingly or unknowingly, are you ever going to do some introspection and figure out why things are the way they are? Because that's the only way out. You can't constantly point your finger at other people, because we're all at fault. We all have our issues. We're all been disconnected by Satan from God. Anyway, this message started about the kids, this spiritual journey started about what was happening on this earth to the children. 800,000 go missing every single year in the US alone. And what are they doing to these children? Where are these children going? I urge you to do some research and figure out what is happening to these children before it happens to your children. There's a lot of things I can't say on this YouTube platform. But in the future, we will bring them to light. What needs to be said, and the rest, I'd rather just leave it in the past. But there has to be some awareness in order to change. And in the future, we will do that. So that's it for this video, folks. Save the children. It's all about the children, because they are our future. They are the future you when you come back to this earth. So I advise you to do some research and figure out what is happening to these children. I thank you for listening. Until next time, I love you. God loves you more. Take care.